Welcome to another episode of Talking with Docs. I'm Dr. Paul Zalzal.
And I'm Dr. Brad Weenie.
So we're just going to answer a quick question today, which we get asked a lot. Can I kneel on my total knee replacement after surgery or any time? If I have a total knee replacement, can I kneel on my knees?
So the answer is yes and no.
Thanks. There's more to it?
There is definitely more to it. So what I tell my patients is, yes, you're allowed to kneel on your total knee, but you might not like it.
Okay, fair. I tell people, half the people can tolerate it, half the people can't tolerate it. However, I also tell people that your knees were not designed to kneel on.
Yes, I would even think your own knees, let alone an artificial knee, I would say are not designed for that.
Yeah, knees in general are not designed for kneeling on.
Yes.
It puts a lot of force through the patella into the femur.
Sure.
If you try to kneel on it, if you absolutely have to kneel, use some cushioning, use big pillows or some knee pads.
Sure, there's not a lot of skin or soft tissue between the skin and that surface of the bone, so it's not designed to be kneel on. So why do you think people have difficulty kneeling on their total knee replacements?
I think there's a few reasons. One, the scar goes right there. You have a scar directly over the front of the knee. So now you're going to be kneeling right on a scar. Whenever you have an incision through skin, nerves get cut, microscopic nerves, and when they heal, sometimes they heal tingly, sometimes they heal with too much sensation, sometimes they make little neuromas, which little nerve, little collections of the nerves that are sensitive. So if you kneel on it, it might hurt.
Can you rip the incision open when you kneel on it?
Day one, maybe.
Okay. After though, it's okay.
After the thing's healed completely, but definitely I wouldn't recommend kneeling on it while you still have a healing incision.
Sure.
Stitches or clips in. Don't.
So sensitive scar. Number two for me is probably that you have difficulty with the full bend of your knee. So often an artificial knee will not bend as much as a normal knee. So that terminal range of flexion, if you're like sitting, the amount of pressure on the back of the knee and even in the front can pinch kind of that scar tissue in the lining of your knee, and that can be uncomfortable.
Sure, and inflammation in the first, several months after knee replacement, there is inflammation going on, which is part of the healing process. And inflammation causes pain and is very sensitive. If you have inflamed soft tissues, if you push on them, they're going to hurt.
If I kneel on my total knee replacement, Paul, can I break my knee?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think you can break your knee kneeling on it.
Right. So do you tell your patients something different if you resurface their patella or if they have their own patella?
No. I still say the same thing. Avoid it if you can. If you absolutely must, try it, and you might be able to tolerate it, you might not. And if you do have to kneel on your knee, use a lot of padding.
Yeah, I think the breaking is probably more typical if with a fall onto an artificial knee rather than just kneeling on it. So what do you tell people when they say, hey, but I have to kneel for my job or if I go to church or whatever?
Get a new job and don't go to church? No, I'm just kidding. I don't tell people that. I mean, if you absolutely have to, then you have to use appropriate padding. Yeah,
pain and common sense are kind of your guidelines, and try to avoid it if it's uncomfortable.
And if you're at church and you're kneeling and you have the bench, try and put the pressure just below your knee on your shin if you can, and not directly over your knee.
I just tell people also you could probably sit and just maybe talk to someone and say, can I get like a card so I don't have to kneel?
Maybe we can give cards out at the office.
You don't have to kneel at church. Cards.
Your alarm may go off at the airport. That's right. You don't have to kneel at church.
Okay, so we just wanted to let people know because it's a very, very common question about kneeling, so it's probably okay. Just use some common sense. And if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel.
And remember, you are in charge of your own health.
We'll see you next time.